We all have got 24 hours. Yes, 24 hours in one day. We all have the right to sleep only for 6 hours. As soon as we get up, we should start chanting the mantra. So, the switch to make this happen is only within us.
Dear devotees, welcome back to Guru Amirtham. Bhagavan Krishna says in the Gita, every human is bound to have three major gunas: Sattva guna, Rajas guna and Tamas guna. When Sattva guna dominates, a person will be in search of divine connection, acquiring wisdom, and he will be performing noble acts. When Rajas guna dominates, a person will be aggressively involved in action to achieve his goals in this worldly life. When Tamas guna dominates, a person becomes lazy, inactive, ignorant, and he will not be able to achieve anything in his life. Though every person is a combination of all the three gunas, the one which is predominant will identify their character. In this episode, Guruji tells us an interesting story of two good friends with different characters and how one helps the other to overcome his laziness and be successful in his life. Let's watch it.
My greetings and heartfelt good wishes to all devotees listening to this video. Namaste. Today we are going to talk about laziness. If we take a look at human life, laziness is a kind of infection that has affected all human beings. If we wish to eliminate this laziness from us, it is very important to program our mind in a proper way. How to do it, you ask me? Well, we all have got 24 hours. Yes, 24 hours in one day. We all have the right to sleep only for 6 hours. That means we are awake for 18 hours. To put it correctly, we need to be awake 18 hours. In this 18 hours, we need to think and plan how we are going to utilize it for our own self-improvement, how to do good to others, how to do good to our nation. It is very important and necessary for all of us to think about this. On this basis, we begin our day in the morning. Our beloved Hindu religion calls it Brahma Muhurtam, or to translate it in English, it means auspicious moment or time of God. From this time onwards, we need to think about how to use the time and how to bring clarity to our mind. Only if we watch and plan by keeping track of our time, we can develop ourselves and make progress in life. Laziness comes in many different ways. It starts to take root from a very young age. How? At first, it starts when parents raise their children by not giving any work when they are young. Also, the children are left to sleep till 7 a.m. Because of that, laziness can come. Even after this, the children grow up usually by depending on others. From that habit, laziness can come. So, laziness takes root like this through many ways. Beyond above reasons, through the 9 openings in our body also, laziness can come in. Yes, it is true. So the question is, how to eliminate this laziness? The answer is, if we plan and program our mind, we can certainly eliminate laziness. We all should know that there are many people who wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and start their day. If you think about it, we are allowed to sleep 6 hours. So, if you sleep, let's say at 10 p.m., your sleep goes on till 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 and 4 a.m. It comes to 6 hours. Otherwise, you can sleep at 9 and wake up at 4 a.m. Let's say that you are unable to wake up by 4 am. Newcomers who sleep till 7 am should try to wake up at least by 5 am. As soon as we get up, we should start chanting the mantra Om Namah Shivaya Namo Namaha or Om Siva Surya Narayanaya Namo Namaha. Yes, first and foremost, what one should do after getting up in the morning is to worship God by chanting mantra. Next, we should program in our mind to do yoga asanas. After washing our face and brushing the teeth, we should do yoga asanas. We should make an effort to learn and remember yoga asanas. Then comes prayer. We should pray to God to bless this day for us. We should pray to God to make us remember Him throughout the day. We should pray to make this day a beautiful, pleasant, and a sweet day. Please help complete all my day's work in a great way. Always remembering you at all times should be our prayer. Like this, we need to talk to God and pray and start our day. Next, we need to program every hour of the day and fix it in our mind. We need to plan when we are going to do yoga, when we are going to eat, when we are going to take rest, when we are going to do meditation. We need to set up a plan like this and fix it in our mind. If we fix it this way, all our plan will fall in place. We can even watch and check for ourselves. Did we do our prayer at this time? Did we do yoga at this time? Did we eat properly? Did we chant mantra? Did we start for work on time? Did we get ready for work early? If we program all our activities for the day like this in our mind and follow it, automatically laziness will definitely go away. This is very, very important. Let me tell you a story. Please listen carefully. There were two friends. One was Subbarayan. Another was his friend Maheshwaran. Both work for a company and they live in a place by sharing the rent. Now this Subbarayan has a nickname. His friends from childhood call him Lazy Subbarayan because Subbarayan is always lazy in everything. If he goes to school, he is always late. Anywhere he goes, he is late. But he is very talented. Somehow he manages to study well, gets average marks and gets a good job. One day he decides to go to his native place called Ramnath from Chennai where he lives. He has also booked a train ticket for his travel. His friend Maheshwaran says he will drop him at the train station. On that day, Maheshwaran keeps on calling Subbarayan to leave quickly as it was getting late for the train. But lazy Subbarayan takes a slow bath, gets ready slowly and is as usual late. When they both reach the station, they find out that the train has just left the station. Now, lazy Subbarayan feels bad and says, "What am I going to do now?" Maheshwaran then says to his friend, "Don't worry, I will take you in my bike to Tambaram before the train gets there. Come on, let's go," he says. Subbarayan says, "There is so much traffic on the way. How is it possible? You leave that to me. You just watch how it is done. You hold on tightly. I will get you there on time," says Maheshwaran. Now, this Maheshwaran is very experienced in Chennai traffic and he goes through small roads, many streets, main roads and goes in lightning speed. You know how he goes? He goes by chanting very loudly the mantra Om Namah Shivaya Namo Namaha Om Siva Surya Narayanaya Namo Namaha. He goes on chanting mantra like this and literally flies towards Tambaram in his bike. Finally, he reaches Tambaram railway station and tells his friend to get down. "Look, I am not coming inside the station. You go on and sit if you see the train. Do you have the ticket?" If you get on the train, give me a call and let me know. Otherwise, come back here. I will be waiting, says Maheshwaran. Now, lazy Subbarayan sees the train waiting and quickly gets on the train. He calls Maheshwaran and says, the train has been waiting for 5 minutes and will leave in another 2 minutes. I am seated in the train. Thank you very much for the help. My dear friend, today is a turning point in my life. He says, from now on, my life has taken a turn for the good, and switches off his phone. What Subbarayan does throughout his night journey is that he keeps on chanting the mantra his friend was chanting without any break. He remembers watching his friend Maheshwaran wake up early in the morning around 4 a.m. doing his prayer, meditation and yoga asanas, but he never bothered to do it himself. From that instant, that moment, he got a spark in his mind. Yes, a spark aroused a small fire in his mind. Subbarayan starts thinking about how Maheshwaran took so much effort to make him get on the train so that he could travel to visit his parents. He wonders how Maheshwaran was the one who was chanting mantra for his sake. Even though he was very talented, he did it only by thinking and remembering about God. He feels he should not be foolish from now onwards and asks forgiveness from God throughout the night journey. His journey becomes a life-transforming journey. He is generally a sleepy face, but on that night journey, he does not sleep and goes on chanting the mantra. He reaches his hometown, visits his parents, spends few days and comes back a new man. After his return, the first thing he does is to meet his friend Maheshwaran. He tells him, my friend, all this time I made so many mistakes in my life. I was foolish. I know you go to many temples and do service. I also know that you go to a guru for guidance. God has given me a very good opportunity to correct my behavior. In order for me to change my behavior for good, I would like to meet your guru and get advice from him. Can you please introduce me to your guru? Asks Subbarayan. Maheshwaran says, that is a good idea. Our Guruji is a very well educated and is very good mannered. Not just for me, but he gives good advice to many people. He does not expect anything or any favors from anyone. But if you go and explain your problems to him, he will definitely give you a good solution. Then let us go and meet your Guruji. You also come with me, says Subbarayan. My friend, I will come and introduce our Guruji to you, but I cannot be with you in his presence. You should go and approach him yourself and explain your problems. Only then he can give advice that is specific to you, says Maheshwaran. So Subbarayan goes and meets Guruji. He humbly falls at Guruji's feet. Guruji blesses him and asks him for what reason he has come to meet him. Subbarayan says, Guruji, in my life, I was not too interested to think about God. Only now I am realizing the importance of God. Maybe that is why I am meeting you at this point of my life. I think the biggest problem I have is laziness. Because of this laziness, I am unable to wake up in the morning. I am unable to think about God. I do not do anything properly in my life because of this laziness. What should I do in order to better my life, to eliminate this laziness? Please advise and show me the right path, says Subbarayan. Now, Guruji smiles and feels happy with the way Subbarayan explained his problems and his willingness to better his life and eliminate laziness. Guruji says, first, you need to believe in yourself. Only if you believe in yourself, you can be good in your life. You yourself say that you are not right. First, change this attitude and tell yourself and think that you are good. And then try to do good things in life. Only then you will start to like yourself. Only if you like yourself, your life will be good. Only after that, you will be able to go towards God. So, follow the morning program I give you. You can write it down in a piece of paper or you can fix it in your mind. Number 1, wake up early in the morning by 4 a.m. After getting up, chant mantra without any break. You imagine a temple you like in your mind and do puja to God. You must have seen how a priest does puja in the temple. Similarly, you should try to do it. Then you imagine going around the temple by chanting the mantra. When you are free and not doing anything, go to a Shiva temple or a Vishnu temple or a Ganesh temple or any temple and go around the temple at least 108 times by chanting the mantra. When you keep doing this without your knowledge, you will start to feel the power of God. The laziness that you possess will vanish. Please do this correctly, my boy. Plan your daily activities in your mind and fix it. At those specific times, keep track of your plan and finish the task. But whatever you do, remember God while doing it. Your laziness will definitely go away. If you do not plan and fix it in your mind, the mind will struggle. But if you fix everything in your mind, all things will go on and laziness will not come. First, do this. When we meet next time, I will teach you many more things, says Guruji, and sends him back. Now, Subbarayan goes back and follows Guruji's advice. He wakes up early in the morning. Along with Maheshwaran, he does prayer, meditation, and yoga asanas. He goes to work on time, happily. He remembers God when he goes to work, while at work, and also when he is coming back from work. So, in his life, Subbarayan is able to successfully eliminate laziness. It was possible only because he willingly decided in his mind to eliminate laziness. The most important thing is that only if we wish to eliminate laziness from us, we can remove it. Otherwise, it is not possible. If someone says, I always wish to sleep till 7, then nothing can be done about it. So, the switch to make this happen is only within us. If we follow it correctly, definitely we will achieve a great transformation and improvement in our life. After this, lazy Subbarayan becomes good Subbarayan. Reason for this change is because of his effort, his willingness and determination to eliminate laziness. Above all, it is because of remembering God at all times. If we follow this, we can certainly eliminate laziness and we can improve our life. With that, I would like to complete my friendly advice. Thanks and my best wishes to you all, and Namaste.
Thank you, Guruji, for explaining how to overcome laziness with this interesting story. It is true that friendship of wise people always helps us in overcoming our weakness and finally be successful. I am sure we can overcome laziness and achieve our goal if we try to follow these simple and practical ideas shared in this speech. We hope you like this video. Please do share it with your family and friends. Thank you.